Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the channel. Today we are here to discover how to awaken your inner witch by tapping into your power. And that requires addressing your fears. Whatever it is in the unknown, let's make it known as a way of you expanding and embracing what you deserve. Success in your actions. Looking forward into your future. So for this reading, we have two piles, pile number 1 and pile number 2. Pick the pile that you feel most drawn to before we start our reading with pile number 1. Did you manage to pick your pile? Let's start our reading. If you connect to the pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Let's find out the wisdom that is already living inside you and unlock this energy and give you the courage to overcome your spiritual obstacles as a way to allow you to look into your future with more strength and assurance that success is ahead and you can embrace it. So we have the energy of broken branch, heartache. The spell is cast, let go, salt, boundaries. Pile number 1. This reading is a tiny bit connected with the message of the spirit animal, the crow. If you heard it in the past and you've already actioned it, well done. There's nothing else for you to do. In case you didn't hear the message from the spirit animal, the crow, I would suggest you to give it a try. And it might remind you of something that you forgot but is really important for you. So, what is the message we have in here that we need to share? It's important to not allow your fears and your pain to direct your life. Be it your present, let it be alone to talk about your future. Your past have nothing to add into your future if you want to make a change. The only thing your past can do is to remind you that yes, you've been through something, but that will not define your future. So you need to have in here a conversation with your higher self, with yourself. Your higher self is ready to change. And when I say your higher self is ready to change, it's like your future self is almost like present in here to say, you can do it. I can see you already near, but you need to be willing to make the change. You are in the physical plan, therefore you have to action changes in your physical plan as well. So it's all about activating the changes in the physical, and yes, then in the future the spirit will make his magic as well. But you yourself, you need to make sure that you heal, you can forgive, so you can move on. Another message that is coming here as well, for people that do like to manipulate energy, they tend to cast spells, create potions, do rituals. You are amazing and you can do more than what you're capable of or believe that you're capable of. You just need to allow your creativity to just do whatever you want. Don't limit yourself. It's like, see yourself as a scientist right now. They don't come to the final result because they knew it in the beginning. It's trial upon trials, I'm pretty sure. And some of them come into the end and they don't succeed. And the ones that are good, they are the ones who does come out. So you yourself, you are entitled as well to try and do whatever you like, till you get it right. This is what I feel in here. Don't try to get it right at first. Allow your experiences to heal you, to inspire you, but in a positive way. This is the only time when you have to look back and take something to bring into future, when the past is inspiring you for better. So, what is important for you to know? For you to be able to tap into your power, you need to let go of your pain and have a new way of dealing with life. Don't use your past limitations to block you, but for sure to transform you by coming of the energy of obstacle to become the energy of allowing you to move forward, which means whatever is considered an obstacle needs to transform in a step, needs to behave like a ladder, but something that is going up, not taking you down. So addressing the energy of broken branch, the energy of heartache, what I would suggest to certain people, you can do a pick a card inside a pick a card. You can simply take all the messages on board, or you can just pause and say, whatever is coming from me now, what I want to take on board. And you pick again, 1, 2, 3. And you might say, I want 1 and 2. So whatever you hear about these cards in here, this is what is important for you. Otherwise, just go with the flow and listen to what I have to say. And after, take it as resonates. Starting with the energy of broken branch and heartache, knowing that for certain people, your pain is defining your future, what you need to consider. That when caring for a plant, it's important to cut off any parts that are dying, or the plant will continue redirecting vital nutrients to that area in hopes of saving it. The damage needs to be removed from the good of the entire plant, allowing what is healthy and strong to continue receiving enough resources to grow even healthier. The same is true for people. When you put all your energy into something that is dying, you are redirecting energy that could fuel stronger areas. When you focus on X, you are missing your chance to have a strong, healthy relationship with someone new. When you focus on your mistakes, you miss your strength and fail to build upon what you are good at. There are some things or people in your life that are sucking up your energy and need to be severed for your overall well-being. The more time and resources you give to this broken area, the more will suffer in your own life. You may see this manifesting in a lack of money or time, spending more time working on someone else's projects to the detriment of your own, feeling drained or your happiness and energy in the company of someone, or feeling a general sense of dread and lack of direction. So pile number 1. Regardless of what we are speaking right now, the truth is your pain is hurting you. So the best way of dealing with it, for you to embrace your potential and absorb the energy of success, is by cutting the cords. Therefore, the confirmation is a spell will do the trick. But once you do that, remember, it's all about you bringing balance into your life by creating a healthy way of being with boundaries that will safeguard you from people that might want to harm you. Another thing that is really important that will come up for this pioneer, if you connected with the Spellis cast, in case you've done again a pick a card inside of pick a card, it's important for you to remember that longing for something that will never arrive or might not arrive should not be, how can I put it, it's like wishing upon a star that someone will change. It doesn't depend on you, pile number one, unfortunately. Each one of us, we have our own path. And it needs time for each one of us to become aware of the necessity for us to change and upgrade our our life, our choices, whatever it is. So it's almost like saying, don't waste your time wishing for someone to change their behavior when you yourself, you keep putting yourself in the same problem over and over again. So let go of the people that are draining you. When they heal, they will come back. But they have to do it on their own terms, not because you have to make them change. Even if you manage to make them change right now, it will backfire on you because they are not changing from inside out. They are just doing the work outside for the sake of appearances because they might have something to gain. So it's almost like silence sometimes for sure is gold. So in here it's almost like saying, allow people to miss you and look for you and show that they need you. Don't put yourself in the position of, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Use me, use me, use me. No. Retreat, heal, and allow others to do the same. There comes a point in every spell when you've done all you can do. You've cleared your space, focused your energy, said your invocation, and followed all the necessary steps for sending your intention out into the universe. Now it's time to let go and let the universe work its magic. Surrender, trust, flow. We are here sharing this message because you are in your own way by holding on to expectations, trying to force or manipulate, obsessively seeking answers, or wishing to control your circumstances. You do not need to focus on a goal 24 hours a day for it to manifest. You don't need to say an affirmation 200 times a day for your intention to be heard. You don't have to make an endless array of vision boards or purchase every spiritual tool you can find to increase your magic. The universe doesn't need you to do anything but defer to the infinite intelligence of spirit and be ready to leap when your goal is presented to you. You are being called to find more peace and calm in your life, to have faith that all will be as it should. There is no room for the universe to surprise you with something better than you are imagining when you hold on too tightly to your ideas of what something should be. What you have inquired about will unfold when the time is right. Spirit is requesting you to not inquire about this particular situation again for a full moon cycle. So pile number one, there is something in here that's extremely important for you to have in consideration. Your ideas will become clear. Your life will change. Success will come. Prosperity will follow. Abundance will pretty much, let me put it this way, swallow you in a good sense. So whatever is happening right now, don't force yourself. Don't harm yourself. Don't overdo nothing, because it will come to zero in the end of the day. If you've done everything that you could, it's almost like saying, whatever you believe in, I will use the word that makes me feel comfortable. Whenever you come out of your way, God will open a new way. And every little dream and wishes that you have, no matter how small or how big they are, the universe has something bigger for you. But you need to allow things to happen. It's like saying, look, there is something that you're doing, it's not selling, it's not your problem anymore. There's nothing for you to learn. There's no course that will save you. So whatever you do in the future, dedicate yourself to something that you love, to something that brings you peace. And that will be good enough, pile number 1. Okay? It's almost like saying, you've dreamt, you're working on it, now allow the universe to manifest the changes in your life. Distract yourself with something else. Whatever it is, if it's something that you still have to do every single day, just remove the effort and put the love. Whatever you do it with your whole heart without expectations. When the time comes in, success will follow. So come out of your way and allow the universe to do its own magic. Otherwise, you will be depleting yourself. So it's time for you to take care of yourself. It's time for you to raise boundaries as a way of protecting your own energy. Salt is one of the most important tools in a witch's cabinet and is often used to cast a circle of protection before performing a spell, which is interesting because it comes again after the spell is cast. So it's almost like the spell has been cast, the boundaries are protected. Now do not allow your own self to harm your future. Come out of the way and allow the universe to play its own game. Like we were saying, salt is one of the most important tools in a witch's cabinet and is often used to cast a circle of protection before performing a spell. Sprinkle salt around your home, along your windows and doors to keep negative energy out, and use it to clear harmful vibrations that are directed towards you. When salt comes into your energy field, is because you require protection and need to take steps to establish stronger boundaries. It is your responsibility to teach others how to respect your needs. You may hope others will intuitively know how to treat you, but remember that every being is experiencing their own hardships, lessons, and triggers. They may have blocks that prevent them instinctively recognizing boundaries that seem obvious to you. This is not an excuse to treat you poorly, but it is a reason enough for you to speak and communicate your needs rather than expecting someone to guess. And of course, there are people who will push boundaries to breaking point. Some may even be doing it intentionally, but it's important for you to stand firm and let them know that while they may push you, you will not break. There is another thing that is important in here, pile number 1, but I think it's something that you need to embrace. I'm trying to find the right words. You need to let go of the need of proving others that you are right. It's an endless conversation. I know it's like this. I know it should be like this. But you're spending your time convincing others. And this is why I feel that there's no need to prove something that you're either right or wrong. It doesn't matter. You know what's right anyway. You know what's wrong anyway. So take your own advice. Once you give it to someone else once, that's it. Let it go. Let it be. Don't put yourself in a position of repeating yourself over and over and over again. Don't put yourself in that place where you have to be teaching people over and over again to make better choices for their lives. Do the choices that you have for your own self. Maybe others will learn through experience, or who knows, by looking at you, they will change. So change yourself and allow people to change on their own time. without forcing them, without proving them that you're right. So, pile number one, other people's energy could be hindering your own power. So, the final message for you is, for you to be able to awaken your inner witch, it's important for you to not allow your past to have a say into your future, to not allow others to control your life, to not allow yourself to prove others anything that you believe in, and let go of the need of being right or proving yourself. Every time you do this, actually, it's almost like you're questioning your own knowing. So it's like saying, advise a person once. 2 times, it's already enough. 3 times, it's a waste of time. It's a time that you can use to deal with people that are willing to listen to you. So let go of the hands that don't want to hold you back. Keep the ones that are willing to stay with you. This is the message for people connected to pile number 1. Thank you so much for your presence. Looking forward to see you next video. Bye. So if you connected to pile number 2, welcome to your reading. How can you awaken your inner witch? What are the truths that you need to discover? Connected with the energy of the rose that is representing your pile, this is what came up in my mind. A rose is a rose, it will do its job. No matter how much beautiful it is, it still has its own pricks. And in a lack of the correct word, I think pricks is right. Thorns, that's it. It will still have its own thorns. So which means no matter how beautiful something is, you might still hurt yourself. So remember, is it worth it? If yes, it's okay. In the end, it will be worth it. Otherwise, just pay attention, be careful, and handle things in a different way. Especially the ones that you feel like they're not worthy, but you still have to go and deal with them. Which means every now and then, we all need to deal with something or someone that if we could, we wouldn't. Nevertheless, if they are crossing your path, it's because they need you. Only you, no one else. So we have the energy of deep being, self-love and acceptance, the spirits, respecting spirits, the flames, transformation. Pile number 2. It's interesting because if we look at the images right now, I will have to use this expression of, look at it, the devil himself presented in here. But I'm saying it in a nice way because we are talking about people that might cross your path. And even though they trigger you a tiny bit, you still need to be there. And this is because you have a job to do. Okay? It's like counseling someone that is not willing to change. Even though you might dismiss them tomorrow, you still need to tell them the truth today. And tomorrow is up to them. If they want to transform, I can guarantee you, they will stay with you. They will moan, but they will come back. They will be like, you know what? I think you are right. I think you are willing to help me. But I just want to let you know, please have a tiny bit of more patience because I'm coming from a place of mistrusting others. Therefore, I need your support. And because you yourself, you know what is it to have lack of self-respect, self-love, and not accepting yourself, I will say it again. You are in the position of doing this work to support people that need to change because you've been there. Once upon a time, you were this person, this energy that was unable to be controlled, and you turn out beautifully. So you did address your own problems, and today you became this beautiful rose. But before, you weren't this beautiful rose as well. There were a lot of thorns around you. So pile number 2. Be willing to support spirit. And when I say this, is by accepting and acknowledging that sometimes we'll be surrounded by people that are willing to listen to us, but they are not willing to do the work. I would even say they are not willing to do the work. It's like taming a fire, pretty much. It's possible, but you have to remember, it needs to be in a container. And whoever is this person that might be around you or coming towards you, it's like a wildfire. But you have the power to pretty much control it, heal it, and put it in the right place. It's like transforming a huge flame in a small flame. It's like transforming, how can I put it? Let's say you have, let's say to call it the fireplace, but it needs to become a candle. So this is what we have in here. Someone that needs to be, I will say it again, I will use certain words, but this is the lack for something better. There's an energy of taming, shaping, controlling, but all in the name of love, while you are supporting someone else to transform. This is a clear message. Nevertheless, everything has the other side. The second message is a tiny bit similar with something that already showed up in the other reading, is respect yourself. When people are not willing to listen to you, don't force them to stay. Allow them to go away. Respect yourself by respecting them. It's almost like saying, you don't like what I do? Help yourself. Move on. Go out. Go away. And we are all happy with it as well. Because respecting others means respecting yourself. If someone says, I don't like you, they should be entitled as well to know that you don't want to deal with them. Therefore, you'll take them out of your life. And they need to learn to respect yourself as well. Because it's not about telling me everything that you want and after thinking that tomorrow you'll come back again. No. I will listen to everything that you say. But if I have nothing to gain with your presence, by all means go away. And this is what I'm feeling in here. If you're going to drag me down, go alone. But if you want to go up, by all means, we will be there for you. So this is extremely important for you to consider. So what you need to remember is never put other people as a priority when it comes to your own life. You are your own priority. Take care of your needs first of all, and then you will take care of the needs of others. Otherwise, you will burn yourself. Otherwise, you will drain yourself as well. And I would believe that we all know what is taking care of others and forgetting about our own selves. It puts you in a place, for some people, where you can never go back again, because you become dependent of being mistreated. So make sure that in peace and love, you don't submit yourself to what you don't want for someone else. Don't allow people to do that, and don't do that to other people as well. So connecting with the energy of deep being, self-love and acceptance. It's important for you to recall your uniqueness, your self-sovereignty, by embracing who you really are and accepting yourself the way you are. So in the end of the day, it's all about self-love and acceptance, ownership of your uniqueness and self-sovereignty. It's all about, as well, finding who you truly are, number 2. You are the sun itself. Just because at night the moon comes in, it doesn't mean that you cease to exist. You are just sharing the same sky. It's important for you to know that, although it doesn't look clear right now, but actually, you are already tapping in your own power. You've already found or are very near to find the light at the end of the tunnel. You have done the work required and met and overcome your challenges. As a result, you are coming into a period of deep awareness, self-love, self-sovereignty, and understanding of who you are as well as who you are becoming. You are in a moment in your life that everything that matters is peace and spiritual or emotional fulfillment. You have embraced all the things that make you, you, and you are not apologizing for the parts of you that others may not like or understand. Deep being in here represents harmony, and it is a positive energy no matter where you are in your life. Whatever you're going through, we want to confirm that the end result is positive. You can expect a joyful result. There is a new energy surrounding you, telling you in advance that something is about to come into your path. This is a message from the spirits. If you are looking for new love, it is arriving. If you are looking to find deeper connections in your existing relationship, it is coming. If you are looking for deeper connection with other people, it is coming. If you are looking to take your relationship to the next level or start your family, the end result is a positive one for you. Whatever you are talking about, regardless of the area in your life that is requiring your attention, we want you to know that something positive is coming. If we are talking about love, good news. If you're talking about wealth, good news. If you are looking for financial stability, it's coming. If you are looking for changes in your career, we just want you to know that you are about to go into wonderful paths. And no matter where you are, keep the faith and know that all decisions will lead you to happiness for many moons to come, because you are following your heart, you are respecting yourself. No matter what you are going through, one thing is for sure. Is there something in your life that has a question mark and the answer is not in there? We just want you to know that the end result will be good, and soon you will see it. It is important for you to remember and to know that the reason that you are in this place right now is because you've done the work, spiritually and emotionally. And even though physically you might have been affected, you are healing from inside out. And for certain people, you've healed inside, now the change is outside. For others, it's exactly the other way. You are healing outside, and right now you are about to embrace the judgment energy, which is for every behavior there is an outcome in accordance with what you have done. So for certain people, are you happy? Have no doubt. The result is positive. If that's not the case, remember, there is always opportunities to change. Why? Because spirit is surrounding you, and what you need to learn is the necessity of learning to respect yourself, accept who you are, as a way as well of spirit respecting you, and vice versa. So what we have in here, someone found their path and you're aligning to your reality. The spirits Your ancestors, spirit guides, animal teachers, star beings, and your entire spiritual support team are doing so much for you that mind can't comprehend. This incredible community of support is moving obstacles out of your path that you didn't even know were there. They are positioning people who can help you before you know you need help. They are sending you nudges to be warned or to encourage you to take a leap. And they are available to you at any time, any day. And for all they do, they deserve the utmost love and respect. The spirits needs to be respected the way you would your elders. The spirits needs to be respected the way you would your elders. You wouldn't go to your grandmother just because you need money, but ignore her the rest of the time. The same is true for your cosmic team. It's all about respecting spirit and living a spiritually led life. Doing the work of checking in with your higher self before making decisions, listening to the guidance being offered, acting upon that guidance when it is given, and calling on spirit every day and not just in emergencies. The spirits have perspectives that you cannot begin to understand, and useful advice that can make all the difference in your life. If you are in doubt and you're not finding yourself where you want to be, our invitation is to dig deeper into your spiritual practice. Get to know yourself better. Turn inwards. Disregard the noise of everyday life and lean on the support that is available to you. The more you listen, the more you will hear. The more you nourish these relationships, the easier it becomes for them to show up for you. It's time for you to align your life with your universe. Listen to your guides. Use your heart, not your logic, to make decisions. When you are in a moment of your life that you feel that transformation is needed, the opportunity for a new beginning will emerge. But for that, you need to be willing to release the past, which means treat yourself better than you were doing before. Because when you treat yourself in the way that is right, you are treating your spiritual team and they are supporting you. Change is ahead of you, and this is what these flames do represent. Dramatic changes coming into your path. The kind of changes that are significant, overwhelming, and most likely, sometimes for certain people, unpleasant. It's never a good idea to burn bridges, but your situation may be past the point of a favorable outcome. And this message is more for people that are not in that place of love and peace with their lives. If you're not in there, this is important more for you than anyone else. Remember, for certain people, your situation doesn't have to be as ominous as it sounds if you are willing to make the choice to move on. Now it's important to cut your losses and begin to rebuild rather than trying to salvage anything from the rubble. Change can be rewarding if you allow yourself to go with the flow rather than clinging to what is no longer a part of your path. If you choose to stay in your current situation, know that there may be severe consequences. This is a reminder and a strong warning to avoid self-destruction and making choices you know to be harmful to yourself and others. This is your chance to walk away and to let a new you emerge. So tuning in with people that are needing to be aware of the changes that need to bring into their life, and I will say it again, if you are at peace, this message is not for you. What is meant to be for you is what you heard before, with a huge congratulation. You are in the right path. For people that are not in the right path and your power is being hindered, the message for you is it's time for you to start reflecting in the need of taking care of yourself, changing your life. It's almost like for certain people, you are going out of your life purpose. You are walking outside the lines of your destiny. So before you lose the way, come back, reconnect, so you can later connect. Or for certain people, it's time to go back. And it's funny because it keeps coming reconnect with your version, or reconnect with your true version, with your true self, with your higher self, and connecting with your spiritual team. It's like you've been advised over and over again and you're about to commit a mistake, but you are able to sort it out. So pile number 2, ask yourself, what are you doing just for the sake of doing it? And you're starting feeling that you're pushing your luck. The advice is there might be something that comes with the energy of illusion, the false pretense that is good, but deep down you're feeling that I don't think it's good. It's one of that opportunities that are amazing, but in the end of the day, they might not be at a long run. So it's all about keeping yourself safe now. Go with the flow and don't force anything that will make you go out of your path and your truth and your reality. It's all about remembering one simple thing: respect yourself above all. When you respect yourself, you respect your people, you respect your ancestors, which will in return will allow you to keep receiving their blessings. For the people, what we have in here, pile number 2, is the need of aligning your desires with the true desires of what is meant to be for you. But you need to define what is important for you and what is spirituality for you. Because maybe spirituality, it's not going out and about, be with groups, pray and do whatever you have to do. It might be about going inside, discover who you are when you're not surrounded by other people, and still love yourself the way you are. There's an energy in here for certain people. For you to be able to awaken your inner witch, you need to remember that you cannot be controlled by others. You are a free spirit. Therefore, you need to live freely by respecting yourself. And this is what you need to expect from others as well. So there's an energy in of I can be with other people, but it has to be in peace and love, without having to change myself to fit in. So pile number 2, whatever you do in your life, remember, you can't fit into the crowd. And the crowd doesn't have to fit in with you, but you need to learn to live in harmony with each other. And in here is almost like remembering always the importance of the sun, the importance of the moon. They can live under the same sky. Every now and then, they might find each other, which will happen, if I'm not wrong, on the 8th or 9th of April, when I believe that we might have, is it a solar eclipse or something like that? Same sky, one moon, one sun. They can all live in the same place. Every now and then, they might cross paths, but still, they will be always respecting each other. And this is what you have to remember. No matter how much you change, it's always for yourself, not for others. As long as you keep true to your own self and accept yourself the way you are, and you respect yourself the way you are, then by all means, whatever change you have to do will never be to fit in, but for sure to expand and accept yourself the way you are. This is the message for people connected to pile number 2. To each one of you that came to this reading, thank you so much for your presence. Looking forward to seeing you next video. Bye.